5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
This is About Space, America's return to space, with news and information on our U.S. space program. Is your host of About Space, David Denault.
Welcome, and thanks for joining me today. First, I want to give a shout out to our amateur astronomer friends and listeners who enjoyed our podcast on Godzilla, the Dust Storm. And even if you're not a stargazer, you might want to hear today's program. My special guest is Derek Demeter, director of the Mueller Planetarium. And no matter where you are in the world, he'll share what's about to happen in the next few days on About Space today. Hey moms and dads, it's the good old summertime, a time to come to the beach. Cocoa Beach, just minutes from the Kennedy Space Center. Stay any Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for just $215 per person. That's $215 for 4 days and 3 nights at the Best Western, directly on the ocean and walking distance to the pier, including our buffet breakfast daily and 2 tickets to the Kennedy Space Center complex. This is a D&D Cruise and Tours exclusive promotion for About Space today by calling 877-747-8631. That's 877-747-8631. This is a limited time promotion, so book early and come on down to see the Space Coast. Welcome back. Many of you may not know that meteor showers take place in the lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer when families are on vacation or holiday. A great time to look to the night sky. Joining me again is my special guest, Derek Demeter, director of the Mueller Planetarium on the campus of Seminole State College in Sanford, Florida. Well, Derek, you must be excited that the next 3 nights will be especially bright with meteors.
The Perseid meteor shower is one of those events that can be awe-inspiring. Right now, of course, anytime a meteor shower is visible during what we call the new moon phase of the lunar phases, when the moon's not up in the sky and you are hopefully clear night, unobscured by any natural light pollution, a grand view of the sky and chance to see these meteors across the sky is a truly amazing spectacle.
So no matter where you are in the world, most people will be able to see these?
Yes. So the nice thing about the Perseid meteor shower is it's kind of famous for its what we call fireballs, basically very bright meteors. So in a lot of cases with meteor showers, usually meteors are very faint. And if you're looking up, you might see a wisp of green trail across the sky. And those are usually the most common meteors that are in the sky. But occasionally you get a bigger mass entering the Earth's atmosphere and it illuminates much, much brighter than the others. And the Perseid meteor shower is kind of famous for these fireballs. So if you're in a light polluted environment, no matter where you really are on planet Earth, as long as it's clear outside, you might get a chance to see a couple of these large fireballs. But of course, the darker place you go, the greater chance you see more meteors.
Now, it's the next 3 nights, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week as the peak, they say, of the showers. Are there any particular times that you should maybe go outside? Is it going to be early evening? Is it going to be early in the morning?
The name Perseids comes from the constellation of Perseus. So Perseus doesn't begin to rise in the sky until later in the evening, kind of late night, early morning. So really the best time, the true absolute best time to watch this meteor shower is going to be in the early morning time, after midnight and until sunrise. However, you can, no matter, as long as it's dark, there is a chance that you may catch a Perseid meteor because they're drifting around. It's radiating from that source in the sky, but really they can be seen all night long. But your chances increase as you get later in the night.
For photographers, can you just kind of aim the camera up there and take a picture, or how will they capture this on film or video?
One of the things that a lot of photographers, including myself as an astrophotographer, what we usually do is we do what we call a time lapse, where what we'll do is we'll wait for Perseus to rise. We will point the camera towards that direction. So Perseus is kind of in the northeast when it rises. And what you do then is you kind of focus the camera generally in that area. Then what you do is you take pictures, and over the course of the entire night, you can then stack these images to create what we call a radiant photograph, where the meteors are coming from, which again is towards the direction of Perseus. But if you don't want to go into that much detail, all you really have to do is just use a fairly wide field lens, the most widest field lens you have, and just point it up in the sky and just kind of hope, and maybe if you keep taking pictures, several seconds to 30-second exposures, how long you can take, and then maybe you might get lucky and you might get a streak of one of these meteors in your field of view.
Now, most people don't think about it, that it's summertime. This is a great time to look to the stars.
It's a great time because of the fact that the Milky Way is up in the sky, the central part of our Milky Way, looking towards the denser core where hundreds of billions of stars are found. If you haven't had a chance to look at the Milky Way, it is a truly almost spiritual experience, because it really reminds you how connected we are with the cosmos, the fact that we are literally inside a galaxy, traveling through the plane of our galaxy. And it's just an amazing experience. The Perseids occur during this time. You get a chance to enjoy the summer in the Milky Way. Of course, this wonderful meteor shower.
Derek Demeter, director of the Emil Buehler Planetarium on the campus of Seminole State College in Sanford, Florida. And join me next Tuesday when I begin a 4-part series on a way to travel through time. And be sure to have your family and friends listen each week with me on About Space Today, and on Fridays, America in Space with Dawn Meyer from Florida's Space Coast. And follow us for space news and updates at aboutspace.today on Facebook. And our Tuesday shout-out goes to New Zealand with its many listeners who enjoy our weekly programs. And to all our friends and listeners around the globe and here in the U.S., thank you for listening. I'm David Denault, and this has been About Space Today.